I put your name in a death note and up on death though. Oops, you dead, bro. Hunt for the next foe, run it down, let's go. Oops, you dead, bro. Hey, so what's up? See the clock ticking, know your time is up. Props think I'm innocent when I'm a criminal. You see the visuals, I'm who they love. Hold me with the pen when I'm living, get on the killers, be killing shit, man, and Kira. Commit the killer by any means, enemy in my vision. I ain't no critical vicinity, empty of any entity, anything that be enemy evident that I'm having to have a listen. My rain piece better get on my energy definition of entity, definition of everything, anything. I'm a fucking beast, I'm a killer for chances, I'm judging you in a minute.
That's right. I am Kira.
Alright guys, so as you guys can see right now, we got basically the whole tier list, which you actually can't fully see because you know what I'm saying. But first off, we got the base mode, okay? So this mode right here, this is the very first mode you get when you first join the game, okay? This is the first mode everybody has, right? And this mode, for your first mode, it's not that bad. Obviously, if you don't have any other modes, like this is probably your best choice to use. But compared to everything else on the tier list, it's nothing, you know, it's not even.
And he doesn't have a Z spec, so.
Yeah, no Z spec either. So you just get, you know, slightly stat boost, and that's really it. So yeah, that's it for the base mode.
Alright, so for the second part, and this is Pumpkin Platinum, and I mean, it is alright, but at the end of the day, first of all, like the range of it is just regular M1 range, so you could just do regular M1s to substitute with it. The stats is alright as well, but it's not nothing too big. It's just basically just a flurry of M1s, which I think pushes back.
Yeah, it kind of pushes back, and I feel like it's not really that great in terms of like an actual fight, because you can kind of just walk out of it. You know? So it's kind of, it's all right, but you know, it's kind of like a bootleg Seven Heavens sort of.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, but it doesn't auto track. It doesn't like.
It doesn't auto track nothing. So next up we got Toadstage V2. Okay, so you know, this one just kind of recently came out as of when we're recording, and we kind of just tried it out a little bit, and it's kind of ass. I'm not gonna lie.
It's cheeks.
It's cheeks. Yeah, maybe they could use a damage buff or something, but at the moment, like, I feel like Sage V1 is way better than this one, because this you know, that one actually double hits. This one doesn't really. I don't know. It just shoots out flames out of the Toad's mouth, but it's not really too great. You know, you can easily block these as well. So it's alright, but not worth it.
For sure. We got the Santa Platinum, but it's literally the same thing as Pumpkin Platinum. You know, it's just a reskin. I don't think there's even a damage difference within it or a stat difference.
The only thing is that this one actually shoots out presence when he punches.
Oh really?
So yeah,
it's not even. It's still not worth. So.
Yeah. Still D tier. Don't get it messed up. No. All right, so I guess that's it for D tier. Moving on to C tier. Okay. First up, we got Curse Mark. Okay, now you might be wondering, oh, why is Curse Mark, you know, in C tier? It could be it's Curse Mark. To be honest, I'm surprised we didn't put it in D tier, because it's kind of cheap in my opinion. Like the first mode, it has two. It comes with two, but the first one is kind of, it's all right, but I mean, it's kind of just Chidori Nagashi, and you know, it's not really like, maybe you could use it after a knockback, but even still, it's kind of it's all right. And then the second one, it's kind of like a dashing Chidori, so you go up in the air and then you go and ones at the person. That one's pretty good. It's all right. I think it may block break depending on the angle you hit him at, but it doesn't. No. So it's just kind of, you know, they obviously are going to see you coming with that, and then they can just easily block it or auto dodge, so it's not really too viable in an actual fight, you know. So Curse Mark, C tier.
Not only that, because this was actually could have been on the B tier, but I think there was a nerf within lightning stun times that heavily affected the freaking Curse Mark, because when you're in the animation, the stun actually stops before the animation stops, which means your enemy can actually M1 you while you're still in the Nagashi animation. So it's not even a good combo extender, even though it's a stun.
Exactly, you just get countered, so it's not even good.
So, but hey, we'll go into I think this is the weapon art, and every M1 is changed. It does the like weapons and throws throwables, but the thing is why it's kind of bad, because not only is the same damage as M1 damage, there's also like, I think it knocks back, so that means you won't have the stun that, like, you know, you could combo with regular elements or other Genkais. And then the Z spec, honestly, you could just dodge that by regular, like I think X dashing or anything like that. So you can block, it doesn't block break, and it doesn't even do that much damage if you still hit them. So
if this had a damage buff, this could be top tier though. Yeah, for sure. Next up, I think we got Demon Hunter. This one, I have mixed feelings on it, because I feel like, especially in closed community or the story mode version, it's kind of annoying when you get hit by it. So basically, it got nerfed. Oh
stun time got nerfed. So
so before, if you used it, it would kind of make your character like shiver, I guess. He would like go down and just like, you know, he wouldn't really move for a few seconds. But after stun time got nerfed, that could even be a D tier, bro. But yeah, I mean, it used to be a lot more annoying because, you know, obviously stun times, you would just your character would be stood still basically, and then after that you wouldn't really be able to do much, especially if there's like 3 people on you at once. But now, yeah, it's all right, but not something I'm craving to get, you know.
Alright, so now we got 7 heavens, and this could have been a high B tier as well, but with the nerf on how you can't M1 while you're, you know, doing the Z spec, and also if you guys remember, I think there was move stacking in which you could do 2 moves at the same time. That was a bug, but that kind of made it a high B tier because you could spam multiple moves, and like you could like, I think you actually got broken, in which like you can spam everything as much as you want, like. But hey, that's a bug right there, and after the nerfs, it's just on a high C tier.
High C tier for sure. It's still actually pretty decent, but yeah, it's not on the level of B, A, or S tier. But now we move on to B tier. Okay, so first up we got Slug Sage. Slug Sage is actually really good. So it's only in B tier because it's not really a damage based, you know, subjutsu. It's more of just for you to heal. So you actually get a lot of health back when you use it, and also if you have a downed friend, you know, any friend, you pick them up, use your Toadstage or your Slug Sage, put them on. If their count is on 20, it'll go instantly back down to 0, and they'll be up instead. Like, it's actually so toxic.
They become full health.
Yeah, full health as well. Yeah, you can still get them to full health and everything. So it's actually really good.
It's gonna be busted. I'll put that on an A tier. But RPG, are you really gonna be using this? Not really.
Yeah, an RPG, no, not really. Yeah. So it's still really good for what it does, though. So do not sleep on it. I'm telling you, don't sleep on it. But
Yep. Alright, so we got the Tailed Beast Cloaks, and honestly, there's not really an order for this as they do the same thing. I feel like Ninetales would be up there because of the 2, you know, what's it called, Tailed Beast Bombs. But they don't have any stuns, they're just purely damage. And I mean, yeah, it's as simple as that.
Yeah, it's like most of them are pretty similar to this to an extent. Like, it's just kind of different colors, basically. Like, that's really it, you know. So I guess, yeah, he just basically broke down the Tail Beast right here. So we're just gonna move on to what's it called? Thousand. What was it called? 1,000
healings.
1,000 healings. Yeah.
I think in Shindo it's finite seals. Or something.
I'm gonna call it 1,000. Yeah, finite seals. That's what it is. But yeah, so this one actually used to be my my Z spec in CC when it very first started, and it's actually pretty good, to be honest with you. But it's, again, not on the level of A or S tiers, but it's good because the Z spec goes all the way up in the air and it comes down on the opponent, and it just makes a big AoE attack. So it is pretty good. Yeah, and it double hits as well, so it does pretty decent damage. And I mean, that's all you can really say about it. Sometimes people get too used to it, they will learn how to counter it or just know how to move out of the way of it. So it's, you know, at higher levels it becomes a little bit useless, but it's still pretty solid B tier, honestly. We got
8 gates here, and this is really busted because not a lot of people know this, but a lot of taijutsu moves get buffed. Like, I think dynamic entry becomes an insta cast, so it's block breaker. Primary lotus, actually you can hit them from far away because it just TPs, it auto tracks. Plus it has a damage buff as well. We got the morning peacock.
This is so toxic.
Yeah, I know, it's morning peacock. You could actually do it from close range, long range, and also if you do miss them, you can still hit them with all your hits. I think now 8th gate has an iframes, and also auto tracks, so auto tracking block breaker. So it's actually, you know, pretty good.
Oh my god, this 8 gate is actually so good, bro.
I feel like it could have been on an A tier if maybe it had a higher speed. Or maybe like an M1 damage, because of course it's a taijutsu type of move, so maybe a higher taijutsu damage, but as of right now it's a high B tier.
Yeah, high B for sure. Do not sleep on it, because again, like you said, the teleporting moves get really, if you're really good, oh my god, bro.
Sharingan 8 gates user.
Come on now, don't mess with that, bro. Alright, next up we on A tier. Okay, so first up we got the 4 tails, or the 4 tails spirit. Okay, well actually we kind of broke down most of the tail beasts anyway, though, didn't we?
Yeah. The reason these tail beasts are different is because the tail beast bombs are stuns. So when you get hit by it, you get stunned, which means, you know, it's a combo extender. So
exactly. So that's basically the difference between the A tier tail beasts and B tier tail beasts. It's just stun times. That's really the only difference, only key difference. So let's just go straight into lightning cloak mode. Okay, so this one, oh my god, let's not even talk about this, bro. So in the closed community version of the game, you know, our good lovely friend the Raikage, skilled Alex, should we say, you know, he has this, or he had this back in the day, and you know, you guys know how OP this is. The Z spec on it is amazing because again, it's a lightning move, so it will stun you if you get hit by it, and it also does good damage too. So if you hit him after a knockback or something and use the Z spec, it's gonna, bro, it's insane, and you get an insane speed buff and damage buff as well. So A tier, it's yes, but the Raikage, you know, my man would use it to run most of the time, but yeah, we're not we're not
but this time I got this. I think so. It's in a comic. Oh, I'm gonna combo extend the hell out of this.
Oh no, oh no. You about to get hate, bro. Oh no.
Hey, before we might leave, but anyways,
I'm gonna edit that.
Alright, so we got the Ember Fate Seal, and I mean, this is really good. It's like, I think it block breaks as well.
Fuego. Yeah, it does.
Okay. I don't know, what was that? Alright, but I think the stats is like 3k and a lot of points, like in stats, so it's kind of insane as well. It's a Fate Seal Spirit, so of course it's gonna be busted, but the thing is, what changes it, or like, you know, what compares it with the other Fate Seals is that, like, it's just a beam, and you can honestly just dodge it pretty easily. Of course, if you get hit by it, you know, you're probably done, but I think you could only hit, like, by the time you do hit them, it doesn't auto track, and plus it only does like 16k per tick, so yeah.
Yeah, the thing is too with this though, if you have Satori's auto dodge or Ryan's auto dodge, so kind of if you use it, because those auto dodges TP you behind the opponent if you get hit, but if you use it on this Z spec for this Fate Seal, you're gonna TP behind them and they're gonna still have their beam, so they'll just hit you as soon as you TP behind them. So you know, it's pretty good for sure.
You can counter a lot of things, but you know, compared to the other things, that's an S or even the high A, you'll see the difference.
Yeah, you'll see. All right, so next up we got the Haze Fate Seal. Okay, so this one's actually pretty good as well. Has a nice little knockback on it. It just shoots out basically, it's like a short little beam, and then after you get hit by it, it's gonna take you farther back. So yeah, it's pretty good knockback. So usually what I would like to do with this is probably use the Ryan Kusanagi, and then after the knockback, I probably press the Q spec on it, TP to them, and just start a combo right off that, which is you know, it's a pretty easy way to start a combo if I do say so myself. So yeah, this one's pretty good, but again, not quite on the level of S tier, but it's a high A tier for sure.
Okay, so we got the Dunes Fate Spirit, and the reason why this is really good because not only does it auto track, but when you hit them one time, it will actually hit 3 times for a consecutive 30k. So you can do the math, that's 90k right there. So
damn, God damn.
It auto tracks too. I mean,
yeah, it is nice. Oh, it's very, very nice. Anyways, next up we got the Nimbus Fate Seal, and this is actually the second to last Fate Seal on here. Okay, so this one's actually pretty good too. I feel like I personally prefer the Dunes Fate Seal a bit more, but this one's still pretty good too, because this one does I think it knocks you back 2 times, right? But it hits you for 40k damage each time.
And it stuns.
So it stuns, yeah, because obviously, you know, lightning. So it is pretty good. I feel like this one, Dunes, and then the last Fate Seal on here are pretty much on par with each other in terms of that, because you know, they're just really good compared to the A tier, what's it called, Fate Seals. But yeah.
Alright, so we got Snake Sage, and you guys might be wondering, you know, I know some of you guys might be wondering, why is that there? Because with the recent buff, Snake Sage, not only every pushback does 22k, 22k. The last hit where it shoots out the poison, that does 12k for each hit and stuns them as well. So I mean, you guys already know that's bust as well, and it doesn't even take, I think it takes less mode than all of these Fate Seals. So you're gonna have a lot of damage, but also have it for a long time.
This is actually really slept on, to be honest with you. I don't actually see that many people use it besides like Arena. Yeah, this is really slept on. So moving on, we got the Obelisk Fate Seal. Okay, so this one is actually similar to what was the other one? It's kind of similar to the Finite mode or the 100 mode, where you know, it takes you up in the air and you do like a big AOE attack, and then you know, it just creates like some explosion basically. So it's very similar to that. I think this one also stuns you as well. So if you hit them with it, you know what I'm saying? Again, combo it with the Q spec or sword spec, and it'll be insane.
This block breaks, this insta block breaks no matter what as well. And
I completely forgot about that. Yeah, so this one, this is probably
you're in iframes too while you're in the animation, so you're not gonna get like countered by Genjutsu while you're in it. It's a free, I guess, auto dodge because you're in iframes while in the animation. So at the end of an M1 combo, you could just spam click Z and you're gonna do the animation, and then you're in iframes. So
wow, exactly. Next up, Toadstage mode. Take it away, big man.
I got you here. So Toadstage, not a lot of people know this, and they should, but every single hit that you have with the Toadstage is a double hit. So, for example, if you have a Susano, I think it does from 12 to 14k per M1. That's ×2. So you're hitting them for ×2 of that amount, which is kind of insane. It's busted, but not a lot of people are doing it because they don't know this reason. Because it doesn't actually have an animation to show that your enemy is getting double hit, but you are getting double hit. Not only that, the frog gives you, I think, kind of like an iframes because you can control it even if you're in a genjutsu or a stun. And also, its hit also double hits as well, which is kind of weird. So it can do from 30k to 60k damage. And
it's kind of random sometimes too, to be honest. Like, you can never really tell when it's gonna double hit or if it's just gonna single hit. So it's pretty random. But yeah, Toadstage again, slept on. Y'all need this. This is some heat. I don't know why I don't see that many people use it. I've only really seen it in CC when the creator and myself used to have it. Like, that was really the only time I saw it that much. But now we got the last final subjutsu / mode on here, and we got the 10 tails or the Tying Tail Spirit. Okay, so we all know why this one's good. Okay, like let's break it down to you. Okay, this one got two moves for the most part. We got the Z spec and then the Q spec, and they both do quite a bit of damage. I'm pretty sure they both do above 50. Oh, they're both block breakers. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh wow, marvelous. Just like that. Okay. Plus, it gives you a mode which gives you different M1s, and those M1s do 12k per damage or per hit. So imagine you stack this with Susano, for example. You're going to mess everybody up, bro. Like, this is not something to play with. And then after knockback, you can use the Z spec. There might be stun for a second because of that, and then you can use the Q spec. Drop the even bigger ball on them. What can they do? They can't even do anything, bro.
They can't.
It's big damage for no reason. So yeah, 10 tails, probably the hardest one to get on here as well. But it's definitely worth it if you do end up getting it, because this right here is no joke. No joke at all, bro.
It's way too busted. Way.
Yeah.
Way.